Greetings, my V family. David Sharma here. You know, it's been a long time since I made a message for all of you. And in this particular session, I want to talk to you about just something very general. You know, today I just watched Dato Sri in Zone, and every time I watch Dato Sri, every time I listen Chief speaking, I reflect on my journey, the last 19 plus years since I started off as an IR. And when I signed up, I didn't know whether this was the right thing I was doing, but I had no other choice basically, because I was desperately looking for a way out of the hell I was in. And as I got to understand and open up, empty my cup, listen more and more to Chief Patman, got to meet Dato Sri Vijay, and it's becoming much more clearer that there is a purpose. That this journey, yes, I have to push myself to earn the money. I have to raise myself. I need the financial rewards because I have obligations, because of my promises I made, because of my children. So I did that. But as I was going along the way, and you sign up people, and then you have more downlines, and then I started realizing it's not just only me focusing on myself, but I have to start thinking about all these people who have signed up, either directly because of me or indirectly because of my business partners. Now, I have an obligation to them. And I remember once Chief was saying, he said, David, at the end of the day, you have no legal responsibility towards your downlines. You didn't sign any contract with them. But you have a moral responsibility. Dato Sri made this very interesting statement today. If you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you have to go together as a team. And now, 19 years plus, when I reflect on my life, I realize how important that statement is. Because this whole journey, I've not been able to do it on my own. There have been so many people along with me on this journey. Of course, some have given up along the way, some have continued, some are hesitating. But in that last 19 plus years, I have seen a lot of new faces. I've seen a lot of the people who were with me at that time still here. And it made me realize, it made me reflect, in my Mauna session sometimes, when I do my Mauna, how important team is, how important our moral obligation towards others are. And just like I care a lot about my sister, my brother, my children, I say to myself, they're family. But there's also a bigger family. There's a family that's helped me to get where I am today. We always talk about the V family, the QI family. And it is up to each one of us how we want to treat this statement. Are we willing to take this statement, the other family, seriously, or we just take it as, okay, yeah, they keep saying, we are the family, we are the family. It's up to each one of us. Now, to me, I take that with a lot of seriousness, passion. This is why I have no hesitation in reaching out to help any IR, irrespective of which team you come from, because to me, we are all in one family. And we all have a grand upline, our mentor, the people who started this, the two founders, because without them, none of us would be here today. And as I think last Saturday when I was watching last Sunday when I was watching Chief on Instagram Live, he re-emphasized this point. And I thought about it. I said, wow, it's so true. And you know, once in a while our pride, our ego gets the better of us, and we sort of say, you know, I did it my way, I've done this, I've achieved this, I've built this. But if we really think about it and realize, actually, yes, we have put our efforts in, but the greatest acknowledgement has to be given to our founders, Dato Sri Vijay, Mr. Japa Bismarck, because without them, there's nothing. So, you know, they are the seed from which this beautiful plant has grown. And I want you to consider, as you move forward in this journey, whether you're corporate, whether you're a networker, especially those of you who are IRs, remember how much you achieve. Never ever forget the people, your working uplines, the people who referred you, the person who referred you. Never forget your coaches, your mentors, your working uplines, because everyone who comes into your life plays a very important role in molding you, and you and I have the same responsibility in duplicating this. So this is why I do my best. I push myself to keep on duplicating as much as I can of what I learned from Dato Sri, from Mr. Bismarck, from Chief Padman, from so many other people, the V partners, the V ambassadors, even corporate. I learned from them, and I pick things and I pass it on to others, because I believe in my deeper self. I believe in my heart that this fantastic ship, you know, the QI ship, will sail and sail. I want to sail forever and ever. And I realized today how important it is that we think of the future. We think that everything we do today will have an impact on tomorrow. So the more we give, the more we push ourselves, and you know, the results will come. Dato Sri always reminds us, effort is ours, results in His hands, the Lord's hands, God's hands. Almighty Allah will bless us. But what's important is how much we put in. And with this current situation in the world, we have realized how much we have to change with COVID-19 and, you know, the economy. But we should not look at the negativity around us. We should look at the other side, the positiveness. What are the opportunities? How are we going to use this to our benefit? And you know very well, you can do all the research you want. Network marketing definitely is one industry which is able to grow even under these circumstances, and it will grow, and it is something that cannot be duplicated by machines. A machine cannot do a presentation as effective as you and I can. So we are industry, e-commerce is moving leaps and bounds, is growing leaps and bounds. So my message in this short video I'm doing for you, short video message, is let's wake up, let's smell the coffee, let's realize we have a very important purpose in our life. We really need to give our maximum. And yes, we have our challenges, you know, our ups and downs, but as long as we are focused on our destination, we know the direction we are going, as long as this is very clear in our mind, then we just keep on, one day at a time, one day at a time. And very soon, 5 years will pass, 8 years, 10 years, like my case, 19 years. I'm 68 this year. And many a time people ask me, aren't you tired, David? Don't you want to retire? Are you not, are you not willing to give up? I said, why should I be tired? It's not a job. Like now I'm talking to you, somebody's not saying to me, chief is not saying to me, David, go and make a video, tell them something. I'm doing this out of my passion, my good heart. Because I love to do this, because I have a responsibility. I have a moral responsibility towards every one of you. Now, in whatever way, small or big, I am there because others were there for me. Something I've learned not in my corporate life, but in this last 19 years with this wonderful family, with our wonderful founders who have really guided us. And then, of course, we have all our great leaders, our working uplines, the V partners, and Chief Partner has played such an important role. And I thank God every day. Every night when I sleep, I say, thank you, God, for giving me this wonderful day. And I just pray for another great day ahead of me. So, life is beautiful. There's so much waiting for us. Push ourselves every day, one day at a time. And the results, I believe, with God's grace, will come. Love you all, the V.